Welcome everyone to Chef Gio's Latin Table. Today we have something special for you. We have el Pastellon. That's right, it is the Spanish version of a lasagna. And this is pretty much the condiments we're gonna do. We're gonna first take care of our meat. We're gonna see that. And it is a 80-20 ground beef. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna throw some onions, garlic, peppers. Get some onions chopped up in there. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons, I'm eyeing this out, of oil. Canola oil, vegetable oil is fine. We're going to add our other condiments. And this we have here about half of a onion, either yellow or white onion, a quarter of a yellow pepper, a quarter of a green pepper, and about 4 cloves of garlic we have in there. We'll just stir that around. We're gonna add our ground beef to this. And this is about 2 pounds of ground beef. Tablespoon of garlic, a tablespoon of onion powder, and a tablespoon of kosher salt. All right, so I'm gonna add in the rest of my seasoning to this here as this cooks. Add that in there. And I'm just going to stir it around, make sure everything gets the flavor. We're gonna now go ahead, while this cooks off, we're gonna go take care of our sweet plantains. So now we're gonna take care of these sweet plantains. We cut off the ends. We'll make an incision coming through the middle there. And we'll just peel them with the hand. I suggest when you're gonna cut them, we're gonna cut it elongated, not short way like that as you normally would do, or in a 45 degree. So I usually take the back part where it's turned, and it's easier to cut that way. And we'll cut in this way. And as you can see, I'm getting some, trying to cut the strips not too thin, but not too thick either. And we'll cut them like that. So I have a few already like so. Le estamos poniendo los plátanos a cocinar. We're laying down the sweet plantains. Lo vamos a cortar no muy grueso, tampoco muy finito para que no se lo vaya a quemar. Entonces así podemos empezar a construir nuestro pastelón. Ahora, mientras eso se está calentando y cocinando, le vamos a mirar a nuestra carne que está cocinando también. Como pueden ver, este está soltando un poquito más de grasa, pero está bien, porque así eso se cocina y le va a dar sabor. Since we have an 80-20 meat ratio here versus fat, is letting off a lot of the oil, the grease on it. But that's okay, it's just gonna give it flavor, and we'll drain that out later on. Now what we do wanna add to this here is our beef stock to give it additional flavor. So other than the condiments we did, I heated up a cup of water, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon of this beef base and stir it in. I heat it up in the microwave so it's still kind of hot and warm to it. And we're gonna just pour that in. Si tienes cubito Nor, algo de carne de res, disuélvelo en la agua para que coja sabor y se le puede echar en la carne. Our sweet plantains, the rest of it is already done. Okay, so we are going to, you want to spray your pan where you're laying out. You don't want this to stick and to be hard to take out, just like a regular lasagna. So we're going to spray our sheet pan here. We're going to start laying our foundation with the sweet plantains. Instead of doing it this way and frying each piece and laying it in, they'll go ahead, they're gonna mash it, all the sweet plantains, and then take it and just put it like a shepherd's pie, basically. So you have two ways of doing it, kind of laying it in and mashing it as a shepherd's pie, or just layering it piece by piece like it was lasagna noodles. So you want to just create that foundation. So I'm going to layer now the cheese. We're using mozzarella cheese. Some people go ahead and use cheddar. I really had a chance to taste much of a Pastellon with cheddar. So mozzarella is the way to go for me. And the reason why I'm layering the cheese now instead of the meat, to kind of make everything bind and make a strong foundation so it won't kind of fall apart once I put the meat. So this is gonna hold the plantains together well. Okay, so we're gonna start layering our meat. And we already put the cheese in. Le pusimos el queso. Ahora le vamos a estar poniendo la carne. Y le vamos a poner generosamente aquí a la carne. Y le vamos a construir el piso de carne después que le haga el piso de queso. Le pusimos el queso primero porque estamos tratando que el queso aguante todos los maduros juntos y que no se vaya a romper cuando lo vaya a sacar. Así todo está en punto, todo le va a salir bien. Maduro primero, queso, la carne, y entonces le vamos a poner otra plancha de maduro. All right, so we layered our meat in, and now we're going to go ahead and put another layer of the sweet plantains. Otro piso más de maduro. Okay, so I layered the last layer of the sweet plantains in. I started putting the cheese in, but we almost skipped a step, so I had stopped. I'm gonna put some eggs. I dilute it with some water because I don't want it to get scrambled really in there. And this is just kind of a binder to hold everything in. I'm not sure who thought about this, but you probably don't really need this, but I'm just gonna add it for the sake of tradition. And I'm just gonna kind of throw it in there. And again, you dilute it with some water because you don't want that egg to kind of scramble in there. And we're just gonna cover it up with cheese. Just like the lasagna, you're gonna have that last layer of cheese, gonna be nice and melted in. Now I set my oven at 350, so I'm gonna put this in. Remember, this is all cooked already. So all we're looking for is that cheese to get melted in and have a nice brown color, caramelized cheese on top. And I think that should be enough. Everything seems to be nice and covered. Todo está bien tapado con el queso. Estamos usando el queso mozzarella. All right, it's gonna go in the oven. We've set it up for 350. Everything is nice and covered. We'll leave it for about 20 minutes and we'll take a look at that once it comes out. This out now, and it is done. Got the little cheese there, brown golden color. Now, just for you guys would know, I had to leave it another about 5 to 10 minutes more than the 20 that I did mention before. I'm gonna cut into this now, and this looks, it smells great. A lot of people just eat this alone. I'm one of them. But a lot of other people like to make some rice and beans to accompany el Pastellon. So I'm gonna cut a small piece here, like a lasagna. And let's see how, there it goes. Look at that cheese, so gooey. Oh, I can smell that picadillo beef on there. Didn't release a lot of oil or anything like that, so this is great. But we're gonna just dig right into this and see how this is. Nothing best than sweet and savory. The meat, that cheese, and the sweet plantain. Ah, smells great. And it tastes great. Guys, rank this for your next family reunion. Something different, a lot of flavor, sweet and savory going on. Thanks for watching The Latin Chef. Please share. Thank you.